Boom shakalaka, what is up, crypto love? Randall here, and today we are going to review my top picks for October. Now before we get started, I just want to show you this sweet Bitcoin shirt that I just picked up on Amazon. You know, getting some more stuff, Bitcoin related, that's all. Also, thank you to everyone subscribing, thank you to everyone watching. This Tuesday, November 17th, 14th this Tuesday, November 17th at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time, we have a late night live stream where I will be launching live the Patreon channel for Crypto Love. So stay tuned for that. There will be some Bitcoin giveaways associated with that Patreon channel, and the sooner you get in, the more likely you are to get one of those Bitcoin giveaways. Crazy, right? So what are we doing today? Well, if you scroll way down here, old videos there. Top crypto for October. Now we are reviewing that. If you remember this video, I said these coins are going to do good in October, and let's evaluate that. Let's see how I did versus Bitcoin. Now before we do, let's just take a look at the total market capitalization for the month of October. Now I realize we're halfway through November right now, but you know, I gotta get caught up on all these videos, so you know, the one for November will be out sooner. Now, initially taking a look, so over the month of October, market cap went from 147 billion all the way up to 183 billion. Went up quite a bit. Now, if we look at the total market capitalization excluding Bitcoin, very much a sideways market, okay? It goes nowhere. It goes from 75 billion to 75 billion. Really no price action happening. So that means that all of the price action that we see is due to Bitcoin, not due to altcoins. So based on that, we would expect to see some gains in Bitcoin, not much from the altcoins. And let's take a look. To begin with, looking at Bitcoin, all right, here's Bitcoin. All of these charts are just for the month of October, so October 1st to November 1st. And in that time, Bitcoin went from 43.41 all the way up to 64.68. So a 50% increase. Crazy. It was like crazy just sailing up. A lot of the reasons for that was people started right around here. You can almost see where it happened. People started hearing about the forks coming up. So we had the Bitcoin Gold fork in October. Also recently in November, the canceled Bitcoin 2X fork. So those things, big news. That's why everybody was buying Bitcoin instead of altcoins. And that's a lot of the reason why there wasn't much action in altcoins. Now let's take a look at my altcoin picks. See what happened to them, see where they went, see what I'm doing with them. First one was TenX. Now TenX is one of the payment systems for cryptos, and I think these are going to be revolutionary because as soon as you can spend your cryptos anywhere, then people don't have to worry about like, how do I get my fiat back once I invest in Bitcoin. Taking a look at TenX, you can either look at the US comparative or the Bitcoin comparative. Either way, it goes down. All right, it went from 270 all the way down to $1.78. So not a great pick for the month of October. Now, what shall I say about this? I mean, TenX does have a good program. They have a good team. The team is pretty active. They now have 40 members on their team. They have Dr. Julian Hosp right there. And so they are active. They are one of the largest payment systems, but there's a lot of other people in that market right now. There's Centra, there's Monaco, there's Token, there's other ones out there too. And really, you know, a lot of these prices are driven by hype. Sometimes development, but a lot of times hype. And right now, TenX doesn't have much hype. They lost a lot when their card manufacturer decided to cancel with them, so they had to find a new card manufacturer. And these are things that get worked out. Let's move on to the next one. Golem, okay? Golem is one of my long-term holds. I mentioned sometimes that I have some cryptos where I'm holding long-term without a stop loss. Golem is one of them because I think that this is going to be one of those projects that's going to do very well long-term. A great concept for the blockchain is decentralized computing, and so Golem is the supercomputer of the world. They have this awesome website. They're actually celebrating their 1-year anniversary from their crowdsourcing event, and that's coming up right now. But in October, the prices just went down. It went down from 26 cents all the way down to 19 cents. Okay, again, down. So we saw sideways markets. So far, my trades are going down. Not good. My speculation, but not my trades. Next one is Civic. All right, with Civic, this one saw a bit more sideways action, maybe. So 40 cents down to 35 cents. Civic is one that I'm very optimistic on. Okay, they have a very good platform already up and running. You can already get the app. It's already working. They have a business plan. I mean, if exchanges were to disappear tomorrow, Civic is a business that could still run. And so because of that, I believe in the program. It may not be seeing immediate returns, but it is something that I think will see returns in the years to come. Next one is SONM. SONM is another decentralized computing, so they use fog computing. That's their method of doing it. And this one went from 9 cents to 8 cents. So not a huge loss, but when you're only talking 9 cents, that does seem like a lot. They're still pretty early on in the platform, and they have some updates coming up, like a website update. Sometimes that stuff can pump the price a little bit, but they have Max Kordek from Lisk as an advisor, and I really think these decentralized computings are going to be something that's very useful on the blockchain. Vitalik even says so in his TechCrunch interview. So I'm holding these long term just because I think eventually they'll catch up and surpass Bitcoin in terms of gains. Just not in October. Next one is Patientory. All right, with Patientory, again, another loss. Now, Patientory, healthcare. When I take a look for these things, I look for novel concepts and things that'll work well on the blockchain. Now, after doing this for a few months, I come to realize that even though something is a great blockchain project, if it doesn't get hype, Electronium, then it really doesn't get a pump. Now, that being said, who knows what the long-term picture is going to say? I mean, the pump is just temporarily, but long-term picture, we gotta just watch. And I think all of these ones from October are very good long-term plays. But just in October, when Bitcoin was soaring, not much happening with altcoins, they didn't see much going on. With Patientory, it went from 43 cents all the way down to 18 cents. Not great, okay? They're making healthcare secure. So basically, they're storing all your healthcare stuff on the blockchain, which is very cool. They have a pretty active Twitter page, right? So it seems like they're doing stuff. And it's just one of those projects that's early on. I mean, I guess they're not seeing that much happening early on. The last one was Mysterium. So Mysterium is the decentralized VPN. I myself use a VPN sometimes just to kind of provide more security in places like Starbucks or wherever, where people can just see whatever you're doing online. So I use a VPN there. And a decentralized VPN is great because that even gives you one more layer of security. Now, Mysterium didn't see anything in terms of gains in October. They went from 91 cents down to 77 cents. So really not much in terms of gains, but it is a great concept. Now, also in October, Substratum came out, which is kind of competition for Mysterium. Substratum got a bit of hype, a bit of press, and potentially because of that, Mysterium dropped off a little bit. So, in essence, what are we looking at? So my top 5 October crypto predictions. Bitcoin went up 49%. Awesome. 43.41 to 64.68. I mean, those are awesome gains. For those people hodling Bitcoin, that's phenomenal. In terms of altcoins, they didn't fare so well in October. At least my predictions didn't. So TenX is down 34%, Golem's down 26%, Civic's down 12%, SONM's down 11%, Patientory 58%, and Mysterium 15%, for a grand total of 26% loss in terms of those things. So if you look at it, my picks for October would have gotten you like 75% less returns than just hodling Bitcoin. So October was not the month to have altcoins. That's for damn sure. Or at least not the ones that I picked. Now, why do I do that stuff? I just want to do that stuff because, I mean, granted, I'm a rookie pumper. I get that. But I want to at least be somewhat transparent for you. I don't have an all-seeing eye. I'm not a professional trader, not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy making videos, doing the best that I can do to help out the community. But, you know, sometimes my picks aren't great. It happens. Now, if you guys like that episode, click that subscribe button, hit the like button, or the don't like button. I mean, I would hit the don't like button because those picks were terrible. But this coming Tuesday at 10:30 p.m., November 14th, Eastern Time, we have a late night live stream. I will see you guys there. The Patreon store will be going live, so join me for that. I'll catch you later. Have a good one. Peace.